Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. We're all... Tied at 1-1. If the first... two games have been any indication, we should be in for a great series. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the New York Knicks. You look at the Knicks. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
You know, anytime you're going on the road, the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series, Greg. Very good team they're up against them. They're just not going to lay down for them.
Here's Hardaway driving inside. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. You look at the Knicks. Well, they got to be happy with how this series started. Splitting the first 2 games. Now, here they are at home.
Yeah, as the lower seed, you just want one of those first 2. Now, they've stolen home court advantage and are in a pretty good position in this series. And a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Here's Cunningham. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Bridges is a guy you can count on giving it his all every night. Really good hustle that time.
Outside Hardaway. Jokic draws the double. Down low. Here's Murray Boyle. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
To Cunningham. Picked by Markkanen. And Cade Cunningham with the 3.
The shot Cunningham continues to hone. When he's connecting from deep, this offense really opens up.
Now, here's Jokic. That one a little long. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges with the steal. Pass to LeVert. Back to Bridges. Picked by Markkanen. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And, so often the size of Markkanen overpowers the defense. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes over and through him.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hardaway for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Hardaway's got 5 points so far.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Cunningham up top. And finished off by Lively.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
The shot by Murray Boyles, no good.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Pass to Markkanen. Cunningham on the wing. And he's good on the 3 ball. He has 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Highsmith. Some nice passing by New York here. Jokic, no good. The Cavaliers leading. How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing. Really keeping things simple.
The 3, Bridges. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Pass to Caruso. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Boy, as a shooter, if you've got space, Jokic will find you. It's as simple as that.
Cunningham right side. Clock at 6. The Knicks pull it in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And he makes that one. Hardaway has got 7.
Hardaway Jr. guys doing a nice job. They're just taking what the defense gives them in the screen and roll. Good decision making.
LeVert inside the line. Jokic grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Markkanen with the block.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so in blocks like this, so he's making good strides. That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the score by New York. Here's Bridges, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Excellent defensive positioning and anticipation from Jokic. Able to lock the rim down there. Good work.
Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside, Simon. Back to Cunningham. Elbow shot. And off the fryer, and in it goes. Cunningham's got 8.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Lively. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Bridges. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You look at the skill set of Mikal Bridges, and it's shooting, wing defense. Every team would like to have a 3-and-D guy like him.
Here's Lively. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Bridges shot. Good.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Jokic a screen. Here's Hardaway. And again, it's New York. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Cavaliers. And here is Simon. Still yet to score. To Cunningham. Over Caruso. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
deciding to change it up. And so here is New York. Here's Shed. Najee, no good. Now here's Simon. And there's the drive. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
Here's Shed. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
New York shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 8. Pass to Simons. A 3. It's good from long range. Simons has got 5.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now Cunningham. Following the three-point attempt by Jokic. To Cunningham. Outside, Simon. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Pass to Spencer. Jokic, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Cunningham outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And New York making a change here. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Knicks trailed by 4. Pass to Ayton. Hefty move. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Simons surveying the D. Cunningham for 3. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Cavaliers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Outside, Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
Here's Spencer. Good. Spencer's got his second bucket tonight.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Sinks the triple. Markkanen's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
Simons from outside. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now Ayton. Pass to Spencer. Puts it up from 17. And it's Ayton missing. The Cavaliers leading by 8. To the wing right side. Here's Clifford. Hasn't made one yet. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
To the right side. Here's Highsmith. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Cunningham up top. He's got 10. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Knicks trailed by 11. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. A nice shot by Spencer.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Now here's Cunningham. Releases. It's deflected. Pass to Highsmith. Diving in. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That is good offense. Unselfish play.
Nick by Markkanen. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Markkanen's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Knicks trailed by 9. Pass to Spencer. Now, here's Jokic. Here's the screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Karis LeVert.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bridges outside. Simon's on the wing. 8 points for him. Pulls up. High post. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. New York with the ball. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Derek Lively.
Well, Jokic is a true point center because he can do it all. He'll lead the break at times. He's one of the most unique talents in the NBA.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Now, here's Markkanen. 11 points in the game. And Jokic with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Jokic. They get a hand on it, and they recover it. Second chance shot. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Markkanen with it. Pass to LeVert for three. Highsmith grabs the miss. Knicks trailed by 6. Jokic draws the double. Out to the right wing. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here is Simon. He's got 9. Lively inside. Banked in off the glass. Lively's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Some nice passing by New York here. Highsmith's shot is good.
Works that one inside nicely.
Outside, Markkanen. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Over Jokic. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Over his career, Mikal Bridges has taken on a bit more of a scoring load, and we're seeing another huge night from him here.
Jokic. Cavaliers with the rebound. Outside, Simon.
Second team.
And here are the Cavaliers now. 8-point game. With the fadeaway. Again, the Cavaliers score.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Jokic, no good.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Outside, Simon. A three-pointer, no good. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Jokic high post. Pass to Caruso. Launches it. And it's Shed missing. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Cunningham outside. And the layup falls. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here is Cunningham following the basket by Jokic. Pass to Markkanen. Now Bridges. Shot from the wing. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Knicks trail by 10. Outside Hardaway. Here's Jokic. Lively defending. To the paint. Bridges with the steal. It's hauled in by Jokic. So it's the Knicks now. Here's Shed. And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Cunningham. Cleveland on defense. 10-point lead. Here's Jokic.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force it. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cunningham's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 6. Jokic draws the double. To the middle. And that one's good. Caruso's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
On the wing, Bridges. The kick out to Cunningham. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Marketing from outside. It's rebounded by New York.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Here's Jokic. Karis LeVert making his last shot. Jokic inside. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
Lively with the screen. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 17 now.
Appears like he's found his footing here in the second quarter. Much more efficient.
On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Shed. Stolen by Markkanen. .40 left to play here in the second quarter.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
So both teams changing it up here. Shot clock at 6. Fades away. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 19 points.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Jokic a screen. Right wing. Here's Highsmith. They get it again. Murray bowls. And the shot goes in. 10 points for him.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And so it's Cleveland. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Now LeVert. Over Hardaway. Can't nail the jumper. Caruso with the ball. Inside. Puts one up from 19.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
Pass to Cunningham. Jokic grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Jokic. Over Cunningham. From 6 feet out, he nails it. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Pass to Jokic. Batum with the 3. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Cunningham. And it goes down 2 points. Batum's got his first 2 points.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Pass to Jokic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Cunningham for 3. Highsmith grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's just turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Highsmith got his third basket of the night right there.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
To Cunningham. There's the drive. Caruso with the steal. And a deep 3 from Jokic. Another 3 for New York.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, that's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover.
Knicks trail by 7. Caruso looking for an opening. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. In for the Cavaliers.
Jokic inside. 13 points in the game.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Back to LeVert. On the wing, Bridges. 5 on the clock. Knicks with the rebound. Pass to Hardaway. Markkanen on the double team. The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And here's Cunningham. 19 points in the game. And Cunningham with the slam.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Second team.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
Jokic with the steal. Outside Hardaway. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway's got 12.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Cunningham for 3. Highsmith grabs the miss.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
From 7, Jokic, no good.
Big time effort, denying that one. Playing the game with real force and passion.
And Lively now top of the key. Stolen. To the paint. Here's Highsmith. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Now, just a 2-point Cleveland lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Up top, Lively. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Caruso. 5 points in the game. Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. And Zeke Naji gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Back to Bridges.
Bridges is really a good foul shooter, so you do not want to send him to the line.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Bridges.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. New York with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Hardaway. Over Cunningham. No good there. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Outside, Markkanen. Latrey. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside Hardaway. Ayton a screen. Back to Hardaway. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Kate Cunningham.
Boy, that's just tremendous focus there, guys. I mean, Hardaway Jr. doing a nice job keeping his composure in a tough spot.
Now, here's Cunningham. 21 points in the game. Picked by Markkanen. High post shot. Cunningham's shot is off. Here's Spencer. He's got 10. Changes up. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. The Cavaliers leading. Now Cunningham. Pass to Markkanen. Now LeVert. Lively with the screen. 4 on the clock. And he gets it to go from the corner. LeVert's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Here's Ayton. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Bridges. Here's Lively. It's rebounded by New York.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Shed down low. He nails it. And we're tied up. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
To Cunningham. From past the arc. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here.
And he's an automatic automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Spencer. Drills it from outside. Spencer's got 13.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to Bridges. It's up a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for New York. It's a 1-point game. Here's Spencer. 13 points in the game. It's stolen by Cunningham. There's a good screen. Caruso grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Ayton. Goes back up. Haji. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And Simons has it in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. He's got 12.
And that's a high percentage shot for Simons. He loves that corner 3.
Naji. And here is Caruso. Covered by Simon. Spencer. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Cunningham inside. The shot will not fall.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
Here's Shed. Pass to Spencer. A 3-ball. Drops in the tray. Spencer's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Knicks. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. New York ahead, leading by just 1. And we're coming right back after that.
77.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Jokic. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Markkanen. Simons with the ball. Now here's LeVert. Shoots for 3. It's held in by Jokic. To Shed. Back to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Simon.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And here is Simon. There's the triple. Jokic grabs the miss. And here are the Knicks now. Here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Pass to Shed. The putback. Here's Jokic. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Markkanen is low down inside close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I like this throwback approach they've taken, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Now, here's LeVert. Pass to Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. And Markkanen throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Nikola Jokic carving out space.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
Good work there as it goes. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Markkanen in the corner. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
Here's Shed. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Right side Markkanen. Pass to LeVert. The high post shot. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 6 points for Caris LeVert. At the elbow, Jokic. And Lively pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Cunningham outside, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Cunningham's got 24 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Pass to Highsmith. Here's Murray Boyd. Bridges with the steal. Now Simons. The kick out to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Here's Markkanen. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. 23 points in the game.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
Back to Jokic. Pass to Highsmith. Jokic a screen. Hardaway from outside. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up to Cleveland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Simons has it in the corner. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by New York.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
To the middle. Here's Murray Boyle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Cavaliers making a change here. First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. The Cavaliers leading. Pass to Lively. And here's Cunningham. Lively with the screen. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 26.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
On defense, Cleveland. Here's Spencer. Pass to Jokic.
Excellent contest. Lively, an intimidating defender because he's so long and has great energy at that end of the floor.
To Cunningham. 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target. Knicks trailed by 3. Pass to Murray Boyle. New York moving it around. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Picked by Markkanen. The kick out to Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Making the most of his opportunities. He's been effective down the stretch.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Murray Boyle. Here's Spencer. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The Cavaliers leading by 3.
Number 7, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Cunningham with it. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Lively. Back to Markkanen. Over Jokic. And there's the bucket for Markkanen. Markkanen's got 12 points here in the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And he camps it in.
Jokic so dangerous when he's got the rock in his hands. He's a top-notch passer as well as a great scorer. He always delivers.
And that one misses. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's Cunningham. Lively with the screen. Markkanen outside.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And here's Cunningham. Clock at 6. And he misses. Here's Murray Boyd. That one misses. Now here's LeVert. Cunningham. And he does not hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hey, it ain't complicated. When you need a basket, give the rock to Jokic and just let him play basketball.
Now Cunningham. The long shot, no good. Now Jokic to take the lead. Markkanen pulls it down.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots the 3. That shot no good. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Cunningham outside. Outside Bridges. For 3. A three-pointer. Good.
Bridges is that guy. Wants the ball in these moments. Absolutely incredible.
And here's Jokic. Takes it from 10. Rebounded by Lively. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Outside Jokic. Outside Caruso. No good from 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the 3-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that ties the game up.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Bridges fires. And the three misses. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Cunningham with it. Now Lively. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, the shake. Markkanen. He got it right before the clock ran out.
Oh, nice job by Markkanen, not losing his cool, even with the shot clock winding down.
Count the basket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Jokic. Jacks up a three. Down he goes for three.
Hardaway Jr.'s bread and butter. Really lethal off the catch.
Cunningham outside. Lively. The slam dunk.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Caruso with the steal. Stolen by LeVert. Lively. Outside, Markkanen. Misses the three. The Knicks trailing. Jokic.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And Jokic drops them both.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
And here's Cunningham. Nice to the hoop. Oh, good on the layup. We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this exciting game. There's the pick. Jokic. Oh, the dunk!
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions off, doesn't he?
You know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And stolen by Caruso. Just under 3.5 minutes played in the extra period here. Can't get it.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now Cunningham. Off target from outside.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Jokic from 15 feet away. It's good.
Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Cunningham right side. Here's Bridges. Here's the three. He drills the three.
He knew they needed a bucket, and he wasn't going to force things. Great poise that time from Bridges.
Now Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Markkanen pulls it down. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham. Now Lively. Bridges left side. That doesn't go. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Jokic. Post game sees New York take this one. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinal.